Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a Christmas wreath using this Dollar Tree sign. I'm going to be using a grapevine wreath, a Dollar Tree sign, a floral pick, and some ribbons. I start by prepping my floral pick. I want to cut off the extra stem and I want to kind of break that floral pick in half. So I'm bringing down the extra of the greenery and the pine cones, and I want a gap in the middle of that. I want to zip tie those two together. I want it as like one full floral pick, so I'm putting a couple of zip ties in the middle of that floral pick. Next, I want to work on that sign. I'm going to trim off the red ribbon and I'm going to put some cable mounts on the back of the sign, and I'm going to put it in 4 different spots, so each corner gets a cable mount. This is where I'm kind of assessing my wreath, and I kind of like figure out where I want the sign to go and if I need to shape it. So I'm placing the cable mounts in all 4 corners of the sign, and I'm going to use my hot glue gun to reinforce those cable mounts. Once I get it all glued down, I'm going to slide the pipe cleaners through the holes of the cable mounts. Now I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry. Now it's time to add my floral pick. So here I'm just shaping it and putting it exactly where I want it, and I'm going to zip tie it to the grapevine wreath. This is where I am going to feed the zip ties through the grapevine wreath. I do not wrap it all the way around the wreath. I feed it through until I get it through and I zip tie it down. Now I'm going to fluff out that pine and those pine cones and put my last zip tie in. Now I want to clean up my workstation and get started on my bow. Oh, and there goes my glue gun. Let me get that. I'm going to start off with the traditional plaid Christmas ribbon. I'm going to do 3 loops. I start off with 6-inch loops, then I graduate down to 5.5-inch loops, and then to 5-inch loops. I am going to finish off my bow with this really pretty red and green ribbon. I'm only going to do 2 loops each of that, and I put those loops at 5 inches each. I always secure my bow with a zip tie, so I very carefully pull it out of the Easy Bow Maker, put the zip tie around the middle of the bow, then I place a pipe cleaner in the middle of that zip tie before I zip it all the way down. This way you have a way of attaching it to the wreath, like I'm doing here. I'm using the pipe cleaners that I put in the zip tie, and I'm just going to wrap it all the way around the wreath and twist tie it off and then tuck it back into the grapevine. Now that I have the bow added, I'm going to fluff it up and trim off my tails. Now it's time to add that sign. I'm going to use those pipe cleaners to wrap around the grapevine wreath, twist tie it off in the back, and then I'm going to trim off any excess and then tuck it back into the grapevine. There were 2 pre-drilled holes for the ribbon that I cut off in the very beginning of the video, and I'm going to cover those up with some vase filler embellishments that I have. So I'm just going to hot glue it to the sign. This is my completed project. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.